What's up, YouTube? This is Waking Up with Mr. Willis, and this is Mr. Willis. First off, I'd like to thank God, thank the Most High. We're gonna get straight into it. We want to say R.I.P. to Drakeo, the ruler, LA-based rapper from the city. We love the city, but a lot of good men die in a city. But it's like, where else would you really die at if you really think about it? But I hope my brother is resting. That's what I hope. I just want to speak on the situation real quick because we got to think about who's behind the strings, who's the puppet masters in these type of events, like Travis Scott events. Some people passed away. Another major events where they gonna keep having, like, turn these events into some type of harvest or some type of sacrifice situation. You know what I mean? I mean, it don't have to be somebody from your team to sacrifice you, but they know this guy move a certain way, and he don't be at all these certain events. Not to say, yeah, but this is a paid event. He getting paid there, so he had to show up. He had to show up. So who was the person who plotted? Who the person who had ulterior motives? Who had premeditation murder on their mind? Whoever brought that knife premeditated that. That ain't just no spur of the moment. This is a situation like the prison yard. That's what they turned that into, a prison yard. And they had a shooter. You know what I mean? So that he had a job before the whole thing, because that's how they do it out there. You know how, this is Cali. The politics, the puppet masters. So it had to be the puppet masters behind that. And I mean, I ain't gonna say he was set up, but he was targeted. And that's different. Like, you targeted, they gonna constantly try to find where you at, constantly try to put you in that bad situation. So I had seen a little clip on the internet about I ain't calling nobody no monkeys, but you gotta understand what I'm saying. They put these monkeys in this cage, and then they had the bananas at the top. You had to climb the ladder to get the bananas. So someone would go up there and get a banana, the water would come on, so they all would get wet. And sooner or later, when one would try to go up and get a banana, they would beat him up and stop him from going to the top. So I'm just saying, that's the bananas are success. You get what I'm saying? We coming together to have a good time, to get our bag, and you know what I mean? Even like somehow have a peace treaty on what's going on. You know what I mean? Because we all here for this bag. But the powers that be, just throw a knife in there. Ooh, what else we gonna throw in there? I mean, yeah, man, it ain't. Yeah, it's something to that effect, because these days are wicked. You know what I mean? And they know what to do. They just throw a little bit of this in there, a little bit of that in there, and now it's gumbo. Let's see what happens. And that's all it was, And I pretty much just think he was targeted. You know what I mean? It's one of those events like, Malcolm X got up one day, and that was his day. Martin Luther King got up one day, and that was his day. JFK got up one day, and that was his day. So it's one of those type of situations where he could have did something different, and then they were scared of that. You know what I mean? And so it seemed like, to me, he was targeted. Premeditated. Whoever brought that knife in already knew what that knife was going to do, what it was about, and what was his strike points and all that. He knew. That person probably wasn't even in that mix of the crowd, but where they seen the shit going down, and boom, and get on. Nobody know who did it. Like, it's just weird. To me, it's just weird. And we gotta be mindful of what's going on in all these events, in all these different places, especially these times. Just because you're going to get a bag don't mean you're gonna be secure. Especially if you target it. You know what I mean? So I just want my brothers to be smarter out here, be wiser. This is my city too. I believe my city would take me out too. Yeah. Find me at the wrong place at the wrong time. And they could get the drop on you or something. Yeah, they would. People, don't matter who you are. You know, just move wisely. R.I.P. Drakeo. And I just wish somehow we could just be knowing what's going on and know the politics. It's gonna move, man. And each time they move, who's to get the short end of the stick? Man. So, just to my bros, we have to be smarter. You know, because they're gonna keep playing their games and we're gonna keep pointing at each other, fighting each other. Bow, bow, bow. It's Mr. Willis, and you have been awoken. Like, share, subscribe.